Hello, this is Rick Kaldrovics, owner and founder of Outside Landscape Group. I'm excited to take us through a project today that is one that I would consider our firm's legacy project. A client allowed us the opportunity for 25 years to bring their property to life. It's an amazing property, nearly 1,000 acres in size, but with all the creativity and the opportunity to do different things on the property, it really came to life in the end. Every time I step foot on this property, I'm just amazed to see all the changes that have taken place. Creating master plans for clients is like a dream come true as a landscape designer or landscape architect. This particular client had interest in designing many different spaces in the landscape, areas that they could use and enjoy, whether it's downtime and serenity, or to enjoy color throughout the landscape or throughout the seasons. From driveways to walkways to color beds and gardens, we really were able to bring this project to life in one complete master plan. When we step through a landscape, we may wonder, why does this feel right and why does it work? A good landscape designer is going to bring a project to fruition and think about things in terms of people spaces and how they enjoy each part of the environment that they're walking through and experiencing. You may not know why you feel comfortable. You may not know why it feels right. You may not know why the circulation is not cumbersome. But as you walk through a landscape and it all just comes together nicely, it's because there's good landscape architecture behind it. Every step of the way we see balance, whether it's materials, it's color, it's plants. Those things allow us to bring these properties to life and make it feel just right. Our clients were proud of the results around all the landscaping and hardscape that we did around the immediate house, the pool, the driveway, the walkways and gardens. But it didn't stop there. With the vastness of this property, the client wanted to take this to the next level. There was a 16-acre lake that was next on the docket to complete. As we departed from the house and we walked through the woods to the lake, our client pointed out that we have these two islands out in the middle, and we want to find a way to get out to the islands and to be able to landscape them from start to finish. We wanted to have something that was really going to be attractive, where they could use it year-round, have play activity area, have areas to stroll on pathways and to sit and enjoy the view to the lake. Or perhaps a patio space where we can have a fire pit and enjoy evenings with the family. Before we could even start the plan, we had to get onto the island. The challenge was coming up with a bridge that was sturdy enough to drive equipment and bring material over, but also beautiful enough that you can enjoy it for many years to come. Built with beautiful Brazilian ipe wood and steel, the bridges really made a difference on this project. It allowed us to experience the landscape from the main island all the way on to each of the islands themselves. Once we were on the island, this is where the fun really began. Our client wanted to just have a space that they could enjoy a beautiful landscape where they had views of various plants and colors and textures, but also a place that they can enjoy and they can visit with family and have a space. We called this Camp Island in the terms of being able to just simply camp out and enjoy the view and take the entire lake space in. As a designer, we're using plants and hardscape elements and colors to really bring this, what I call a painting, to life. You can see how we're using grass and sweeps and flows, and we're putting trees in strategic locations to create walls and canopies with ceiling. And when complete, it's not just a pretty picture, it's one that has function and one that the homeowner can use for many years to come. Moving on to our next island, our client had different interests here. He wanted to have an island where he could have his friends and family go out and fish. So the challenge was to create different aspects or areas on the island that you could cast freely and really enjoy the space. With that, we designed the island so you can have flow and circulation so that you can fish. As you approach the island, you're immediately going to be intrigued by the view of a rustic fireplace One of the goals was to have a location on the island that we can enjoy overnight. I came up with the idea of creating what looked like an old settler's cabin, complete with a foundation and some old rustic stone that really gave the fireplace a timeless look. A successful landscape has key ingredients. It's the plant selections that we're making that are the right plant for the right location. You also want to think about how the nature or the environment's going to react to the landscape. In this case, we had wildlife in the area, things like deer and other animals. So we had to use things that were deer friendly and that would last a long time with low maintenance, but also introduce lots of color with native plants that will bloom throughout the season and give us colors with the foliage and the various flowers were very important to make this space successful year-round, but also have longevity. We would consider this project a success. Success to our firm is several different things. It's not just a pretty landscape. It's a landscape that comes together where our clients' dreams really come to fruition. This particular project had some unique features with islands and bridges and spaces to fish and enjoy the landscape. When all's said and done, and we can sit back and see the completed project, it's wonderful to see our clients enjoy their space with themselves and their family for many years to come. That's when we know we've reached true success in the landscape. This project, like many of our other client projects, include additional phases. Our last phase included an overlook deck where we can sit back with a fire pit and enjoy the wooded view. We also added some additional pathways, garden art, and outdoor lighting. Not all of our projects are of this scale, but each of our projects at Outside Landscape Group are considered a legacy project, that when we're done and we leave, our clients get to enjoy it many years to come.